Hey everybody, Stockmo here. I just I can't even do it. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. Stockmo, Stinky Ho, what have you done to your fans, boy? You have deprived them of a lifetime of wealth and happiness by convincing them to buy a clown stock known as NIO. So NIO just had earnings, and oh my lordy, this ain't pretty, ladies and gentlemen. NIO's having some trouble. I am not impressed. Let's go ahead and check out Stockmo. Now, we got to make fun of Stockmo, okay? Why? Because all Stinko does is show you analyst estimates and basically gives you an idea of whether you should buy a stock or not, okay? So here we have Stinkmo, was this like 5 months ago? He made this video and he pulls up CNN Business and he shows analysts who, by the way, are losers. You know who becomes an analyst? Somebody that couldn't pass intermediate accounting. Anyway, he shows the earnings or the price projections of analysts, clowns, losers, and degenerates. And he basically says, well, you see, I just finished finger blasting Tesla Cat. And now if you see here, NIO could be between $21, $29, or $64 in the next 12 months. And that's his analysis. And he's supposed to be a financial advisor, former financial advisor. I consider that to be a negative, a con, an insult to call yourself a former financial advisor. If somebody calls himself a former financial advisor and they say it unironically, they're a freaking clown. I used to be a financial advisor, but I'm not freaking proud of it. I don't brag about it. Financial advisor. Okay, so here's Stockmo showing the price estimates. So if you were a clown, you'd be like, well, NIO is $17.74 now on September 2nd, and Stinko says, well, there's the analysts who are really smart because I just pooped my pants. So they said the prices could go up a lot, so I'm gonna buy the stock. And guess what happened? It's $8.81. What a freaking disaster. Okay, first and foremost, China's been getting wrecked in general, okay? But if you want to invest in a Chinese company, number one, I mean, like some of the same rules apply. I mean, just on the surface. If you're investing in China, number one, there's more risks. It's a foreign country, it's our political adversary, it's a rising superpower. You know, you don't technically own the shares, blah, 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 blah. That's some risks there. And on top of that, if you're buying NIO, you're buying unprofitable trash. So you're taking on double make a super ultra risk. Okay. When I bought Baba, which I still have, by the way, I said, well, okay, yeah, you know, there's some of these risks, right? But at least the company makes a freaking profit and they're growing. Okay. NIO, I mean, yeah, they're growing revenues, but they don't make any money and they're getting absolutely freaking annihilated. Now let's go check out NIO's 8 or 6K. And we're going to calculate gross profit. I'm sure you right off the bat. This company's in trouble, okay? Now, historically, NIO's gross profit, if we go down to their gross profit margin, has been in the 20s. However, every single freaking quarter, their gross margin goes down and down and down and down. And their operating margin goes down and down and down and down and down. And their profit margin goes down, 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 down. Now, why would this happen? Okay. Well, first of all, gross margins at the top of the income statement. So if that declines, you're generally going to have declines in all the other margins as well. Obviously, right? Well, what makes gross margin go down? Well, your inventory is costing you more money. Why would inventory cost you more money? Well, it's labor. Well, it's raw material costs that are going into it, whatever. Or it's factory overhead, okay? All three of those, a combination of the three, or one of those could be potentially negatively impacting NIO. You'd have to really have access to their books to see what it is. But something is freaking destroying their gross margin. Or they're just not selling the cars for as much as they used to. Maybe it's competition that's squeezing gross margins. The same thing will happen to Tesla too. Don't worry about it. But this is not encouraging, okay? You want to see a company that's doing better with their margins over time, right? Like, I mean, I looked at Hims, right? And I was like, man, okay, like they're unprofitable, but they're growing revenues. They're coming closer and closer to profitability. Blah blah blah. They got plenty of cash on their balance sheet. Everything looks hunky dory. You compare that to NIO, which is just getting worse all around, and I would be a little concerned. Okay, now their last quarterly gross margin was 13%, 13.34%. What is their overall gross margin now? Well, we can calculate it, okay? Their gross profit is 621. I think this is in Chinese currency, renminbi or whatever you call it. All right. Let's go ahead and do some calculations. 621,758 divided by total revenues of 16,063,514. Okay. And we get a 3.8% gross profit in the last quarter. 3.8% gross profit. Oh my lordy. Oh, baby. Oh my God. Now I see revenues increasing, right? I mean, is it the price per car or is it the input costs? Whatever it is, this company is getting absolutely freaking destroyed. Okay. That is horrible. This is like Tattooed Chef. Really, this is what happened to Tattooed Chef. I was looking at Tattooed Chef and I was like, all right, they have super low gross margins to begin with, which, by the way, NIO's gross margins, I guess, for the auto industry were like good, a little bit better than normal, maybe. But you look at it now and it's like declining and declining. And I was looking at it and I'm like, man, this is just collapsing. Every quarter it's getting worse. I don't know what to say, man. Like let's go look at the statement of cash flows, okay? Let's see how bad they're burning cash. It's freaking, they even have the statement of cash flows on here? Probably don't. They're probably hiding it like bussy boys. Let's see. Comprehensive loss. Consolidated balance sheet. Well, they have the balance sheet. Where's the statement of cash flows? Cash flow. Where is it? Maybe, I guess they don't have it on here. That's freaking annoying. I mean, we can go look at their balance sheet too. I mean, but overall, this is not good, okay? You got to be careful with these new speculative, unprofitable companies because if something changes, if there's inflation or competition is more than expected, you go from approaching profitability to never becoming profitable at all. And I'm really concerned about NIO, man. I mean, look at that. Let's see. So their current assets are 59, looks like billion renminbi. Their current liabilities are 45. So they're not imminently going bankrupt, but it also ain't that great. Long-term assets are 37 million versus long-term debts of billion. I mean, the balance sheet isn't like the worst thing I've ever seen in the world, but at the same time, it ain't that great. Okay. They're not imminently going bankrupt. They're not. All right. They're not close to it. But I need to see a statement of cash flows because I'm very concerned. This company is just burning cash hand over fist. It's a joke, okay? And I wouldn't be surprised if they had negative gross margin. Something is destroying this company. I tried to warn you people. I remember looking at this company that was massively unprofitable, share diluting trash. And guess what? It's still massively unprofitable, share diluting trash. Oh my God, Stockmo, what have you done? Yo, finger blasting Tesla cat. That's right. He was also pumping NIO when it was around $65. Whatever, man. Were you not able to pass the financial advisor? I did. I was one. Tesla down 5% in pre-market. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to make a whole reaction to Clown Day, Tesla Clown Day tomorrow. I couldn't watch the whole thing. It was just so stupid. And it was just boring. Oh, we're going to say change the world. I'm just going to read a summary article and make fun of it. We need a video about Rich saying wife had 24 hours to live to scam for money. Did he really do that? Oh, my God. Palantir. Most stock price for NIO was $50. What a freaking moron, man. That gross margin is awful. This company's in serious trouble. It's funny because he pumps garbage EV stocks, but then goes and buys a GT 500 with this Patreon grift money and then shows it out to people who bought it for him. Yeah, you know what I'm buying with my YouTube Patreon money? VT, because I'm not an idiot like Stockmo. You sure are cocky for a guy who, when you finally decide to invest in something other than index, pick a massive loser like Bob. How is Baba a massive loser? Tell me. How is it a massive loser? Explain that to me. I want to know. Is it massively unprofitable share diluting trash? Is it going through a temporary time period of fear and irrationality? I think so. But there is a huge difference between buying massively unprofitable, share diluting, hyped up trash at insane valuations and then buying a very profitable, growing business when everybody's panicking and freaking out. But you want your stocks to go up instantly. When you buy your stock, you want it to go up. And if it doesn't go up, it's a bad stock. Okay, you know what? If you don't like that I bought Baba, that's fine. That's fine. You know, I also bought other stocks too. I did. Instead of hymns, just take horny goat weed. Or just be a manly man like me and you don't need that stuff. I just bought more Palantir in VT today. I'm DCAing just like you talk. Good boy. I'm proud of you. Yeah, get more VT, less Palantir. Me and Strongman own the same companies. Exactly. We all do. I own every company in the world. Chris, you are preaching to punters and not serious investors. I know. It's still fun to make fun of them, though. You know, most wrecked large cap stock of 2023 is Intel. Man, I feel so proud of myself for selling out of it. I was like, man, this is garbage. When they had like a 22% quarterly or year-over-year revenue decline, I was like, I'm out. This is garbage. Let's see. The point isn't whether Bob was true loser. The point is that you only pick one stock and it was a crappy pick. How is it a crappy pick? You want to buy stocks and have them go up instantly. There's plenty of stocks that have absolutely been destroyed that have come back and absolutely crushed the market. You cannot say because a stock went down in the short term that it's a bad pick. Now, you could say the same thing about any stock, right? But there's a difference, like I said, between unprofitable garbage and a company that is massively profitable. Okay, I know you don't understand that, but that's fine. Index fund investing is like paint by numbers or easier. Show us that you can. I show you that I can index invest. I can. I buy every 2 weeks. Actually pick winners before acting like you know. What winner? What is a winner? Okay, is Tesla a winner because you bought it at 100 and went up to 200? No, it's not. Tesla is a clown stock. Massively overvalued. I don't care if it went up. You could buy any stock and it goes up temporarily. That doesn't mean you won. That means you got lucky in a temporary market fluctuation. You have to wait and see. But you know how I can tell somebody's a crappy investor? They don't know what they're looking at, number one. And they just buy at any valuation. They say, this stock's the future, and they buy it. And you look at it and you're like, but it's massively unprofitable and share diluting and the numbers are getting worse. See, that's where you begin to question people. And then you look into it more and more and you realize these people are freaking clowns. If somebody buys a stock that's getting, like, let's say Meta, right? So Meta collapsed. I think did it go up to like 300 something? It was way up there. And then it absolutely collapsed. And if you had bought it at like 150, right? People would have made fun of you because it went from 150 down to like $90. Does that mean you're dumb because you bought Meta at 150 or 160? No, it doesn't. That was a good, reasonable, rational play. You just had to give it time to play out. Whereas buying NIO, which is losing money hand over fist, and Tattooed Chef, that's a different story. You're just a gambling clown. Whereas Meta was probably a pretty good bet, even though it went down. But, it's not a winner because it went down to 90. Oh, wait, now it's back up to 170. Oh, my God. Let's see. Investing in a Chinese company, especially in this climate, is okay. So it's a bad pick now. It went down. There's fear, uncertainty, and doubt. There's a lot of propaganda. There's a lot of hate. Everybody's saying don't buy Chinese stocks. And you're saying now's the time to not potentially buy them? When are you supposed to buy them? When everybody's loving them? That is the opposite of investing. It's the same thing with Meta. Oh, it's dead. Oh, Jim Cramer's crying. Oh, That's a horrible time to. That's a great time to buy it. Everybody's freaking out about it. But you're buying Tesla, aren't you? Show us a winner you've actually bought. I don't have to show you my winner. Okay, number one, I've bought a couple stocks that have gone up and I sold them. I made money on Meta. I made money on JD. I made money on Geo Group. I made money on a bunch of freaking stocks, but I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm an index fund investor. I could say, oh, look, see, I made 30% on HPQ. I made like 30% in like a month. It doesn't matter. Okay, that's a short-term fluctuation. I just said, hey, I'm tired of having individual stocks. I could brag about it, but I think that's stupid. I don't do that because it doesn't make any freaking sense. Oh, but you bought a stock that went down. Are you a Jeremy fan? Let's see. China's going to fail. No, it's a bad pick in the mid to long term. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. There's a huge shift in international commerce sentiment. Yeah, I saw a YouTube channel that said China was going extinct in 20 days. And I read in an American newspaper that China's really bad and communist. And I saw these other YouTube channels. Now, everybody said China's going to collapse in 5 seconds. It's the evil superpower. Yeah. See? Yeah. People are hating bonds. That's why I'm buying. I get the opposite. Belief. I think people are obsessed with bonds. They're loving them because the interest rates are higher. If a father was buying VT, would you sell? No, I'd be happy for him. China stocks will be wiped out in 7 days. Final warning. It's true. It's like, come on, man. Hey, you gotta have balls to buy. I mean, I could be wrong, Bob, 100%. But I'm just saying, the time to potentially buy something is when everybody's hating on it, not when everybody's loving it. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay. But it didn't go up. No Tesla. EVs are a bubble. The story of Tesla will play out. It's to me, it's a hype bubble. Okay. It's not a. What is the market cap of Tesla right now? The 3X Toyotas. It's such a freaking joke. I hate this company. Optimus Robot. It walked and yeah. Oh, it's down to 191. Holy crap. It's down. See, this is such a clown stock. It's down 5.65%. For what? Because clowns didn't get a super exciting investor day? This is so... Oh, I hate Tesla. I hate this stock. Tesla. It's the future's by Tesla, bro. That's a winner. You picked a winner if you bought Tesla because it went up. 647. $647 billion market cap. Do you even understand the scale of that, people? That's just that's insane. What is Meta's market cap? Meta's market cap smaller. I don't know what to say. Okay. Tesla has a bigger market cap than Meta. Meta is an insanely profitable business that reaches billions of people. Billions. Tesla is a luxury auto manufacturer that sold, 1 million, maybe 2 million cars cumulative. And the market is valuing Tesla as more than Meta. Okay? Maybe the market's right. I don't know. Maybe Tesla will grow to where it's supposed to be, according to the market sentiment. But when I look at Meta and I'm like, okay, $450 billion market cap for a company that touches everybody's lives, billions of people, and then a luxury auto manufacturer. It's stupid. Oh, it's so stupid. I can't stand Tesla. Tesla! Strongman hit McDonald's on his way home from the office, I see. I did. We ran out of, we're almost out of food in this house. My kids are starving. I had to get McLard. What did also happen to Tesla? People were hating on it at 100 and before today recovered. See, I still thought it was overvalued at that point. I mean, it makes sense. Like, obviously you want to buy it when if Tesla collapsed to $40, okay, maybe you could look at it. But what I'm saying is, yeah, it was it was a better time to buy it when everybody was hating on it. 100%. But even where it was at that point, I said, okay, this is not a $300 billion market cap company. Even at that point. But of course it recovered from there. Chinese stocks are worthless. Makes me more bullish. VXUS VT for the next 10 years, but get VT to be safe. There you go. I like it. Let's see. All right, there's so many freaking comments. Can I retire on Tesla stock? No, you can't. With only one share. Tesla's made and sold 4 million cars in its history. Oh, wow. I wonder how many Toyotas made. Geo was a good trade last year. Oh, man, that was one pick I was like, I knew I was going to make money off that. It's a private prison stock. And a lot of the fears around Geo was that the government would stop contracting with private prisons because everybody wanted to be liberal. And there were concerns that Geo had a lot of debt, and there were concerns that all these banks would not refinance because all the banks decided to be liberal and amazing too. And I said, okay, we need these private prisons. We need them. We have all these people flooding in. Well, of course we need private. We're not going to let the private prisons just fall apart. So I was like, hey, maybe I'll buy it. And I actually sold too early, man. Like, I think I bought it at $7 and it went up to like 11 or 12. Whatever. Join Echo. Well, I'm about to get off, guys. I'm tired. Could you please start clowning solving the money problem, this guy? Well, I can't wait to see his reaction to Tesla Clown Day. You're clueless. NIO's guidance is 240 this year, which is a 15 billion revenue, and current SP is 80%. Stock price is 80% below fear. Oh, yeah. With the 3% gross margin. Yeah. All right. Hit the like button. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Okay. Let's see. Any more comments? I like you, but I think I know why you rub me the wrong way. I live near Fort Campbell, and you have the same chip on your shoulder. I don't have a chip on my shoulder. If I was a gung-ho American soldier, I would hate China. Okay? I am still gung-ho then. Huh? Army, look up your hands. All right. Aw. Thank you. All right. Have a wonderful day, guys. Cheers.